today we're going to be showing you how to find your main character. So if you look at Hero Select, and this is Overwatch 2, you got to figure out what kind of character you like, and I'll be going through what kind of all of them do, and it won't take that long. First I'll start with support, and then another video damage, and another video tank. I'll also be showing you how to use every character. That way you get the best of using them when you first start the game. So this is basically for noob series. Alright, first you have Mercy. She's not really someone you want to attack with because she doesn't do too much damage unless you use her ultimate. If you go to hero information, you can see all she can do. She has a gun, and then she has her staff, which heals people and it increases the damage. Then you have her resurrect ability, which just brings them back to life. And then you have your guardian angel. So you fly at them, and it has a certain range. It will say the button on the screen for you. And then for her passive is regeneration. Support characters all have this passive, and it's to like heal over time. But now I'm gonna be showing you how to find the character you're gonna use a lot. If you want to be a fast-paced character that you can go fast and like speed around the map with and avoid some situations, use Lucio, because then you'll be able to make the most of his heal and his speed boost ability. And he's he's like an AoE character, meaning all around. So he'll be able to cover more of your team. If you want to use a character where you kind of want to stay back and you don't want to be in the fight too much, use either Zenyatta or Mercy. And if you want to use a character to knock people off the map and get the most out of like protecting your teammates, use Brigitte or Kiriko. She can teleport to teammates and heal, but she doesn't have too much of a heal. And then you have Brigitte, who has kind of like a close range weapon. Well, I'll show you in a match. I'll explain them all. I'll even play with them all so you can see. So, first, you'll be starting a match, and you'll be like, well, I don't know which I want to help my team out, but I don't want to attack too much. There's, like I said, Zenyatta and Mercy. That's how you would do the best out of those, because Mercy's in the fight, but she doesn't really do damage, and then Zenyatta can be both. He can hide behind walls, he can track enemies, and he can go ahead and just bop them. He has a really good thing, and his overtime ability is to where he can charge up like his orbs and shoot them all out kind of like once. Right now I'll use Zenyatta.
Amid discord, we will find
See, he can hold, and he gets to do this. He also does tons of damage, so don't be afraid to use him. Puts the orbs on them. Also stay back because he has pretty good range, so it'll be better to use him from range. You can switch to your characters really easily, but your heal doesn't give too much to the team. All you have to do is be in their sight or be able to see them in some way. And always aim for multiple people at once because it's really easy to switch for him. You don't have to be far, but if you like to play far away, that's who I suggest using. And always put your orb on the person that's the lowest or that will do the most for your team. That's Mercy's resurrect ability. Let's heal you. Put your orb on the character that will be the best for you to use, and then you'll get the most, like I said. Later I'll show you Brigitte, but this is so far just Zenyatta.
Enemy seen. My servants never die.
Alright, now I'll switch to Lucio so I can show you his speed boost ability. Usually my mic doesn't work, so. His first thing is obviously a boost in speed. so you can get to them way faster. His passive is to where he can climb on walls. He can also knock everyone back, so don't use him too far or too close, because you'll always get the best out of what you're using. Like I said, AoE heal. Also, stay on the point always, and make sure no one can heal you. Hit you. It's best for him to stay on the point, like I said, get right by them, kind of just give them that extra boost. Now, I'm going to show you the character that can obviously do the most damage, and it's the most annoying, but you have to have a balanced heal. When you use Moira, I also have to explain Zenyatta's ultimate later. So, her first ability is to where she can kind of fling in the air, and then she has a damage and a heal orb, so she can damage and heal her teammates. If you hit R2, your shoot button, if you use her shoot button, she can... Dang it. If you use the shoot button, she heals. If you use the aim button, which you can't aim in Overwatch, but like the aim button that you would use in other shooting games, she damages. Her ultimate is like a beam, and it can heal and damage teammates. Her orb does a lot of damage, and as you can see here, it shows how to heal.
A taste of poison.
Her damage orb sticks to people, but her healing orb doesn't. So mostly use her orb for damage. Don't get too far away from your team, because that'll be bad. Damage Moiras aren't the best because they do good damage and they go through shields. But it's just really annoying for people because it's like they only have one healer. And teams always need a good healer. This is just support, and I'll have a video on everything else later. But, alright, now we're going to go over Baptist. Baptist has an immunity force field, so his immunity kind of just not blocks damage, but you don't die while you're in it. He has a self-heal, and then what you would use to aim in like other shooting games is how you heal people in this. Dang it. His passive is to where he can jump up like this. Don't get too close with him either. Kind of use the immortality field in other places. Now I'm going to cover Anna. Anna has an ability that does 75 damage on opponents, and if you hit your teammates with it, she heals them. You also have this throwable, to where if you hit them with it, it takes away their damage. Her other ability is where she puts people to sleep. She's not the best healer, but she is good for stopping ultimates in their track. Dang it, I missed. There's also counters. I'll show you counters for these people too. She has a really good heal, but usually stay back with her because her damage isn't the best and she doesn't have the most health. Also, something about her heal, the more damage you do to the person, the less they fall asleep. So you can keep them asleep for a good while, but it has a big disadvantage. Also, if you're not sure about playing this game, I suggest just trying it out to see if it's for you or not. Most of the characters you can't aim with unless they're like a sniper. You also have to have good aiming skills to use Anna because it's just really hard to hit your teammates because they're always moving and trying to avoid attacks. Now, if you go through this door, I can put... Nope, can't put anyone to sleep. Dang. That's not a rush. Alright. Let's get on to Brigida, and then we'll do Mercy. Brigida's like kind of like this. It goes back and forth. This move kind of bashes people away, knocks them away. Her heal is an auto lock, so it locks onto one person. You also have your own shield. She also doesn't have the biggest of passives. I mean, most healers have the same passage. Now, I'll show you Mercy. Mercy is one of the hardest and easiest characters to use. Her damage boost, and then she has her normal heal. She can also bring people back to life, so always be careful with that.
Let me see what I can do.
She also has a resurrect, but you can't just stop it in the middle, and it's very hard to pull off because she can't attack at all during it. That'll be it for mostly healers, but I'll show you how to use everyone separately later. And that'll be in this first episode of all of this.
Play of the game.